नाज़रीन, रुपया पैसा में आपको खुश आमदीद कहते हैं। मैं हूं अली नासिर। बड़ी ज़रूरत है आजकल के दुनिया भर के अंदर ताल्लुकात बढ़ाए जाएं, तिजारत बढ़ाई जाए पाकिस्तान की। जनाब वज़ीर आज़म इमरान ख़ान साहब भी कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि वो दीगर ममालिक के साथ जाकर गुफ्तगू करें और एक नया सिलसिला शुरू करें जिससे तिजारत को फ़रोग़ हो, दुनिया के लोग पाकिस्तान आएँ, यहाँ आकर सरमायाकारी करें, हमारे यहाँ आकर तिजारत करें। अच्छे इक़दाम उठाए जा रहे हैं। कोशिश ये की जा रही है कि वीज़ा और सफ़री जो आसानियाँ हैं वो जल्द से जल्द जो है वो इम्प्लीमेंट की जा सकें। इसके लिए हुकूमत को जो है वो हमें अप्रिशिएट करना चाहिए। लेकिन यहाँ साथ साथ हमारी काविश और कोशिश ये भी होनी चाहिए कि दीगर ममालिक की जो सोच पाकिस्तान के मुतालिक है, जिस तरह से हमारे ममालिक के दरमियान तिजारत और ताल्लुकात को बेहतर किया जा सकता है, उसको भी हम जो है उसके मुतालिक जो है आपको आगाही भी दें और उनको थोड़ा अपने मुतालिक बताएं और अपने बारे में कोशिश ये करें कि दुनिया के जहन में मस्बत ख्यालात पैदा हों और पाकिस्तान का एक पॉजिटिव इमेज जो है वो दुनिया के पास जाए। इस सिलसिले में हमने कोशिश ये की है कि बैनुल-अक़वामी सतह के ऊपर हम पाकिस्तान की प्रोजेक्शन इस तरह से करें कि दीगर ममालिक के सफ़ीरों को पाकिस्तान के टेलीविज़न और मीडिया के ऊपर वक्त दें और उनसे पाकिस्तान की सनत, तिजारत और मईशत के मुतालिक बात करें। कुछ उनके बारे में जानें, कुछ उनको अपने बारे में बताएं। इसी सिलसिले में आज हमारे साथ बहुत ही आम शख्सियत जो हैं वो प्रोग्राम के अंदर बतौर मेहमान शरीक होगी। जनाब प्योत्र ओपलिंस्की जो कि एम्बेसडर हैं जनाब पोलैंड की, जो एक मैं कह सकता हूँ कि एक मुल्क जिसका तारीख़ी ताल्लुक़ पाकिस्तान के साथ रहा है, उसके आई वुड लाइक टू वेलकम मिस्टर प्योत्र ओपलिंस्की।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम पाकिस्तान, अस्सलाम वालेकुम जनाब, आपसे मिलकर मुझे बड़ी खुशी है।
मुझे भी आपसे मिलकर बड़ी खुशी हुई और अचंबा भी हुआ, थोड़ा सा मैं फैसिनेट भी हुआ। आपको उर्दू आती है, तो हम गुफ्तगू का बेशतर हिस्सा अंग्रेज़ी ज़ुबान में, इंग्लिश में होगा, लेकिन मुझे खुशी हुई कि आप हमारी ज़ुबान के ऊपर उबूर रखते हैं। जनाब, अब सबसे पहली चीज़ ये है कि थोड़ा आई वुड वांट यू टू टेल अस अबाउट द हिस्टोरिक नेचर ऑफ आवर रिलेशनशिप दैट इज़ बिटवीन पोलैंड एंड पाकिस्तान।
Well, Poland and Pakistan have a very special historical links, I believe, like no other country. Proximity of hearts and values stems from our cooperation, and since very beginning in the nascent state of statehood of Pakistan, there was a great contribution by Polish soldiers, Polish officers who were thanks to the visionary policy of Qaeda-Azam, invited to Pakistan to support the establishment of Pakistan Air Force. There were 30 pilots and altogether more than 70 airmen who came in the time of need. A friend indeed is a time of need, that they contributed significantly to the maintenance, to the training, and two of our officers gave life defending Pakistan as well. So some of them are still here, their families are living in Pakistan. Yesterday I had a very great pleasure and honor to present a book to Madame Anna Ahmed, the daughter of Air Commodore Turovic. Air Commodore Turovic was Shahinom ka lider ka naam hai. He was the leading officer in Polish, between the Polish pilots who came here. He served in Pakistan up to the rank of Air Commodore, and later on he became the first director of Superco. So that was another very significant contribution by him. While we are now leading the delegation of Polish Armed Forces to Amman 19, I was also reminded about other Navy men who were also contributing to Pakistan Navy at the very first years, 47, 48. Here in Manora Island, there is a place named after Captain Tymiński, who was the commander of the fleet of destroyers. These people, these officers, were the best what Poland could give to Pakistan.
And this also, like you said, leads to the proximity of hearts. And most importantly, I think many people in Pakistan are unaware of this very historical yet very strong relationship between Poland and Pakistan. And like you said, that the Honorable Commodore also became the head of SUPARCO, which is the space research agency in Pakistan.
Right.
I am elaborating this so that people are aware of it. Nobody should misunderstand, because sometimes in journalism things are misunderstood. So there is a level of clarity here. Now I would like to talk about the current state of our relationship. I would like you to tell us about how Poland feels about Pakistan at the moment, and how do you see Pakistan as a destination for trade, future investment, or inviting investment from Pakistan?
Well, nowadays both our countries have much more to offer to each other in terms of economic exchange, trade and commerce. Our statistics available for last year, they show us the significant steady growth of the commercial turnover. According to our statistics, last year the total export-import volume was about $500 million for euro, $500 million euro, and majority, I mean 3/3 of this amount falls to Pakistan exports. In Pakistan exports, 90% of it is textiles, and then also surgical instruments, smaller portions of leather products, sportswear. But we would be very satisfied if we can increase, diversify and increase the volume, because there is a capacity
Pakistan is
on both
a
sides.
very forward-looking country, and we are always looking for prosperity or more prosperous countries whom we are exporting to. The more prosperous you become, the more products you will buy from us. And of what we talked about before the program and what I've been reading, Poland has now become a very prosperous country for its own people. I would say one of the fast-growing nations in Europe when it comes to the economy.
That's right.
So the more prosperous you become, the better a destination for our exports.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Absolutely. And also Poland, being member of the EU, is the most stronger advocate of Pakistan GSP+. We believe in trade, not aid. Pakistan does not need aid. Pakistan needs open trade, and Poland is geographically located in the very center, the heart of Europe. So I hope and believe that Poland should become a hub of Pakistan exports, as it's also very convenient to re-export from the place which is centrally located. We have also offered the best possible opportunities for investment in Poland, and likewise in Pakistan since 20 years now. We have a Polish oil and gas company which is working in the area of exploration of gas resources in the Sindh province, where we are now, and they are very successful and also ready to multiply their investment in the nearest future.
That's very nice to hear, because Pakistan is very keen on exploiting our own resources, especially of oil and gas, because in the future, as you're aware, the world is going to become more and more energy intensive. Like we spoke before the program, you said that now Poland enjoys a very diversified kind of energy mix, or from the supply side as well.
Yes.
Because the climate in Pakistan is fairly mild, but the climate in Poland is pretty harsh. Do you think we can learn from Poland when it comes to diversifying our sources of energy and improving ourselves? In other words, learning a lesson from you.
Well, the diversifying is a need for this time when you have one supplier. We experienced problems as gas and energy can be also used for political purposes as a weapon. So we have diversified the suppliers. We have different links, and also I think at the last visit by the chairman of Polish Oil and Gas Company, we have exchanged the experiences between our countries. We can do much more in this area, which is not related only to gas only, but also in the mining sector, because Poland is virtually sitting on coal. We have vast coal resources, so we have also great expertise in the mining industry. We can share it with Pakistan in terms not only of machinery, but in terms of the best modern technologies.
That is indeed something that needs to be looked at. We need to develop stronger relationships with new countries whom we have had relationships in the past, but the potential for growth exists. We'll take a short break, and when we'll come back, we'll talk even more about how we can improve our international trade. And of course, by diversification, we mean that we need new trade partners, new markets, and of course, new countries whom we've already had good relationships with, so that we can increase our trade. Let's take a short break. नाज़रीन, वेलकम बैक आफ्टर द ब्रेक। गुफ्तगू हमारी जारी है। बात कर रहे हैं हम पोलैंड के सफ़ीर से, और गुफ्तगू का महवर यही है कि पाकिस्तान किस तरह तिजारत, मईशत, सनत और सरमायाकारी के शोबे में इनके साथ कुछ मुश्तरका ऐसा काम कर सकता है जिससे हमारे मुल्क की बेहतरी हो। अच्छा, पाकिस्तान और पोलैंड के दरमियान बहुत सारी चीज़ें मुश्तरक हैं, चाहे वो हमारी तारीख़ क्यों ना हो। इनके लिए भी एक बहुत मुश्किल दौर रहा जब किसी और मुल्क ने इनके ऊपर कब्ज़ा कर लिया, काबिज़ रहे, और फिर उसके बाद इन्होंने वहाँ से एक तरह की आज़ादी इस तरह से हासिल की कि अब ये मजमूई तौर पे अपने मामलात के इख्तियारात ख़ुद रखते हैं। इसी तरह पाकिस्तान भी, आपको पता है कि 1947 से पहले मुश्किल दौर से गुज़रा। दूसरी जंग अज़ीम में इन्होंने भी काफ़ी तल्ख़ हक़ाइक़ ज़िंदगी के एक्सपीरियंस किए। इसके अलावा एक चीज़ और है, पाकिस्तान क्रॉस रोड्स ऑफ एशिया और पोलैंड क्रॉस रोड्स ऑफ यूरोप। ये भी चीज़ हम दोनों ममालिक के दरमियान मुश्तरक है। तो प्योत्र साहब, आपसे मैं ये जानना चाहूँगा कि इंटरेस्टिंगली वी ऑल्सो शेयर दिस दैट वी आर ऑन द क्रॉस रोड्स ऑफ एशिया हिस्टोरिकली, even in ancient civilization, and Poland also shares this commonality with us because you are on the crossroads of Europe, whereby you stand in between Eastern Europe and Western Europe, both ideologically, whether it come to trade, or if you have shared history, you share it with both East and West. I would like you to tell us a bit about this and how you have been able to benefit from it.
For many centuries, this geographical location was not to the benefit of Poland because of the invasion of armies from east and west. And we, as Pakistanis also, as very patriotic nation, we have this resilience of fighting even the stronger enemies and recovering our independent statehood. But nowadays, I hope and believe that this special position should be to our benefit in terms of trade connections between East and West, and that's true to Pakistan as well.
The new dimension of world and how conflicts are being managed. Today they say that wars will not be fought with conventional weapons, but they will be fought on economic frontiers. As we see that we will need prowess in trade, we see Poland has taken up this challenge, whether it comes to manufacturing, exports, local production, services. Poland has progressed very quickly. Now here is an opportunity for Pakistan to learn a lesson from you, where you have taken a leadership position in whichever category or geographical location that you are in. What do you think can be the things that we can learn from your progress in your region, and we can take advantage of our situation in this peaceful time to increase our trade and our economy?
Well, obviously, Poland's position within the EU demanded very substantial economic reforms and market-oriented reforms. Poland in the communist times was a country of a very artificial command economy, which was completely non-efficient. So while preparing to our EU membership, we had to perform all the reforms in advance. Today, Poland is sixth economy in the EU and developing very fast, enjoying significant
imagining that
growth.
At one time the entire leadership of the economy was taken by a different area of Europe.
Yes.
Considering the very competitive environment, ranking 6th in the EU is a very big deal right now, I think. And I'm sure you are of the same perception, despite the fact that you would be very modest in your approach. But I think out of these countries.
Yes, and I also believe that a very special position of Pakistan, geographical, geopolitical, also gives him the bright prospect for future. With the CPEC coming through, connectivity between the regions, this is also our European idea of more connectivity, to open it also by the EU to South Asian states, so that we can be more united, connected in many ways in terms of traffic of goods and also people-to-people contacts.
That's very essential. Poland is a very beautiful country. Few people know it in Pakistan, but it also enjoys, if I would not say a tremendous tourist traffic, at least a decent tourist traffic. Tourism is one of the industries in Poland. Pakistan also is blessed with natural beauty. You have been in this region for quite some time now, and I'm sure you're enjoying the rather mild weather and the beautiful sights and sounds when you're there in Islamabad and close proximity to the mountainous region. Do you think we can also perhaps attract tourism to Pakistan in large numbers in future, and what should we do about it, learning a lesson from you?
Yes, absolutely, and also in a big way. When you ask the question, what we see when we say Pakistan in Poland, to us it's first of all the beautiful mountains, because for many years our high altitude climbers, they excelled climbing together with Pakistani friends on the 8,000-der Karakoram in Himalaya, and this is the first impression of Pakistan, beautiful mountains. To me it was a lifetime visit when I could see Hunza, Gilgit and the northern areas, where also, my grandfather's library had one interesting book of Polish traveler in 19th century. So in some ways I was following the footsteps of first Polish people who were also visiting these areas. There is also a record in the Chinese history that there was a Polish geographer who came from the other side, and also he even named the K2 after the name of Polish Prince Poniatowski. So there are many ways how we can see that our links have been established for centuries, and now the stories of those Poles who lived in Pakistan also contribute to this beautiful picture. Poland is also...
But generally you think that the Polish people will enjoy here in Pakistan.
Oh yes.
And you will take benefit of the eased visa policy that has been introduced.
That's right, that's right.
So ये भी नाज़रीन एक बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी है। बात यह है कि हम कभी कभार अपने कुदरती हुस्न को समझ नहीं पाते तौर पर जिन चीज़ों को हम देखते हैं, लेकिन पाकिस्तान के अंदर बुलंद पहाड़ जो हैं ये भी दुनिया के लिए एक अजूबे की सी अहमियत रखते हैं, और वो यहाँ पर आना चाहते हैं, इन चीज़ों को देखना चाहते हैं। एक छोटी सी ब्रेक लेंगे, ब्रेक के बाद वापस आएंगे। फिर आप देख रहे हैं कि हम अपनी काविश कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि पाकिस्तान का एक मस्बत पिक्चर और इमेज दुनिया में जाए, और दुनिया से भी हम सीखें, वो हमसे कुछ सुने। लेट्स टेक अ शॉर्ट ब्रेक। नाज़रीन, वेलकम बैक आफ्टर ब्रेक। गुफ्तगू हमारी जारी है। मौजूद हैं जनाब प्योत्र ओपलिंस्की हमारे साथ, जो कि एम्बेसडर हैं पोलैंड के पाकिस्तान में, और इनसे हम जानना चाह रहे हैं कि पाकिस्तान के साथ तिजारत और सरमायाकारी के शोबे में क्या हो रहा है, क्या बेहतरी लाई जा सकती है। वो हमें बहुत कुछ बता रहे हैं। चंद चीज़ें मैंने इनके मुल्क के बारे में भी पूछ ली ताकि आप लोगों की कुछ जो है इजाफा हो नॉलेज के अंदर, और चंद चीज़ें मैंने चाहा कि इनसे हम जान सकें कि हमारे मुल्क में कैसे बेहतर की जा सकती हैं इनके मॉडल को देख कर। Now, an essential thing right now is that you've been meeting a lot of businessmen here in Pakistan, and what are your feelings about their attitude towards increasing trade with Poland, and do you see a potential in developing mutually beneficial relationships in the area of trade, business, and industry?
Absolutely, yes, and our turnover, the exchange is growing steadily year by year. The business community in Pakistan is very open, very professional, and also very energetic in coming to the market, which was not entirely tapped like Poland. And we are concluding the number of contracts in different areas, in which generally two are the major areas, which is the energy sector, which I mentioned already, gas exploration, and also mining, coal mining, green coal energies, hydropower plants. These are the areas in which we are going to develop our relations very soon indeed. And the other recently also contracted as a contract between the two defense production industries is also very promising. I think that our industry is very much compatible to that of Pakistan, and I'm looking forward to have more delegations, more businessmen to Poland. This is the most valuable contribution, because as we all know, the foreign relations are based on economy first of all. This economy is the basis for our friendship and cultural development and the other beautiful areas of our exchange.
Okay, now I'd like to be a bit casual and ask you about how you feel like when you have come to Pakistan. I'm sure when you would have been in Poland, you would have heard a lot about Pakistan. I'm sure when you would have been posted in other countries, you would have heard a lot of things about Pakistan. So how's your experience now? Are you enjoying yourself in Pakistan? Do you like the weather? Do you like the people? What's your...
I can tell you very frankly, it is the best, most happiest time in my life and career also. In terms of diplomatic relations, Pakistan is very friendly and open on every level, both from very hospitable Pakistani friends and the government, which is very open for cooperation with Poland. Also, in my personal life, I started with Oriental Studies years ago, and my teachers in Tashkent were always pointing out the history of Babur, who came from Farghana Valley, and he was the founder of the great Mughal Empire. In some ways, I'm following footsteps of Babur here in Pakistan, Lahore, and then further to Agra, even to Dhaka, because I spent already 26 years in my diplomatic career in South Asia. So it is my home also, my home, and apne dil mein bhi Pakistani hoon.
तो बड़ी अच्छी बात है,
खुशी हुई।
आप ऐसा सोचते हैं, हमें इस चीज़ की बड़ी खुशी हुई। हम बड़ा मोहब्बत करने वाले लोग हैं पाकिस्तानी। अगर कोई ये कह दे तो हमारा दिल इतना खुश होता है कि आप तसव्वुर भी नहीं कर सकते। और मेरे ख्याल देखने वाले, सुनने वाले, हमारे तमाम नाजरीन जो हैं बहुत खुश हुए आपकी बात से। On a lighter note, I'd like to conclude the program. I'm sure that you are well aware that Pakistanis are very fond of having very elaborate food, and gastronomically we are a very advanced nation. So do you like any particular dish in Pakistan?
I love Pakistani cuisine, and I couldn't name just one particular item, because right now it's also a wonderful contribution by Pakistani businessmen that in my city, Warsaw, the new restaurants, Punjabi cuisine, run by the Pakistanis. And more than that, we have also a new contribution in sports, because Pakistani students brought and developed cricket in Poland. Poland was a predominantly football playing country, and now we have our cricket teams. Warsaw Kings is entirely Pakistani, and they are winning in the T20 Cup for Poland in the Central European competition.
Very nice and very interesting. नाजरीन आपने सुना, और मेरी वजह भी यही थी सवाल पूछने की कि कोई ख़ास चीज़ सामने आए। इन्होंने बताया कि पाकिस्तानी वारसा शहर पहुंच चुके हैं और वहां पर जाकर अपने जो हैं वो खाने की जो हैं दुकानें खोल चुके हैं, और वहां पर जो है लोगों में काफ़ी टेस्ट भी डेवलप हो गया है इसके साथ साथ इन्होंने ये भी कहा कि क्रिकेट भी हम ले गए। देखो इसमें भी हमारी महारत है और क्रिकेट भी हमारे जो पाकिस्तान के लड़के हैं वहाँ खेल रहे हैं और बड़ा नाम रोशन कर रहे हैं पोलैंड का, तो हमें इस चीज़ की बड़ी खुशी है। आई एम वेरी ग्रेटफुल टू यू मिस्टर प्योत्र Opalinski that you came to our show today, and perhaps we exchange some interesting ideas about how the bilateral relationship between Pakistan and Poland can be strengthened and how we can economically, trade-wise or through business achieve more through our relationship.
बहुत शुक्रिया। पोलैंड पाकिस्तान की दोस्ती जिंदाबाद।
जिंदाबाद, बिल्कुल, पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद। और इसके साथ ही हमारे प्रोग्राम का वक्त ख़त्म हुआ चाहता है। वी वेट फॉर योर मैसेजेस ऑन फेसबुक। यहाँ पे अली नासिर हमारी टीम को इजाज़त दीजिए। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।